In this series of Piha Rescue, qualified lifeguards wear helmet cameras. Not only is this their story, it's captured from their point of view. This time on Piha Rescue.
On the boat.
Two teenagers cause mayhem at Piha.
Been listening. There you go.
A woman collapses in Raglan.
Ambo is required, patient status 2, life referable.
And the police need the lifeguards to assist.
Big ride, close the flags, mate, don't drop the flags. Lady's husband's gone missing.
I don't know where, they must be around here.
Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there.
Quick, quick! Get over here!
Piha Rescue, brought to you by Partners Life, ensuring Kiwis for when their health hits a rough patch. 40 minutes drive west from metropolitan Auckland is Piha. On idyllic sunny days like today, Auckland's iconic beach becomes a second home to the array of city folks. Today's surf is huge and set to get even bigger. And the lifeguards stand at the ready.
Yeah, no, it's pretty big, eh? Biggest we've seen it in quite some time. Huge. The waves are out about 800 or 900 metres out.
That was really scary, really. The tide and the current was really strong. Pretty scary.
Not exactly what most people want, I don't think.
Mid-afternoon, attention deviates from the water. In the car park, a small group draw the lifeguards' attention as they crash into the wall. Their driving has already been reported by other members of the public while en route to Piha. And they continue to disrupt the peace. Then lifeguards spot an electronic anklet on one of the girls, a police monitoring device. In Raglan, 100 kilometres south, there are no such distractions. Here, the nice weather has also arrived just in time to pamper the holidaymakers. Lifeguards anticipate a busy patrol. And it promptly kicks off with an incident at the south end of the beach. A woman collapsed and is now vomiting.
We'll take up the first aid room. Yeah. Is she dizzy? Yeah. What is she eating today? What have you guys eaten?
Chicken and rice.
Okay. And everyone's had it obviously, so it's not food poisoning.
We'll get her up on here, eh? We'll get her up top. We'll try and get some fluids into her, and we'll do some assessment. Yeah. We can look after it. Ready? We're coming up. Up we come. Stand up.
Eddie, can you go
Anything
get the
else?
first aid room looking nice?
Adam, can you just jump on that side of your break? We're just gonna go straight into the seat, alright? We're gonna go up the top. We're gonna lie you down on the bed up top, alright?
And then
Okay. Any previous medical condition? No.
They transport her to the club's medical room.
Okay, we're going to get this thing on the bed, and what we'll do is we'll start administering some oxygen. We'll just take a few things. How are you on your feet? Are you feeling a little bit dizzy? Yeah. How much have you vomited today? You alright? Okay. Lonnie, can you just carry his hand, bro? Just get her up on that bed. Does that bed sit up?
yeah.
Up you go. That's it. And we're just going to bring your feet round. Alright. We just need you to shift up a bit. Alright, coming up. That's it. Alright. What's your name, love? Silva. How long has this been going on for? About an hour. Yeah. How much fluids have you taken on today? Have you been drinking lots of water? Not much. Okay, if you just lift your head forward, I'll just put that in there. Yep. Head back. Yep, that's it. Alright, what I'm going to do, I've just got a few things that I'm going to put on, okay? They're just little instruments like this. This is just going to give us an O2 reading of your blood. Okay, and a blood pressure as well.
Back at Piha, Police Constable Rob arrives to check out the complaint. Constable Rob needs to find the car's occupants.
So just had a couple of driving complaints in terms of the behaviour crossing the centre line. And then obviously once we've arrived here, flagged down and advised that the vehicle has actually crashed into the wall retaining the sand dunes. Unfortunately it's a disabled car park as well.
Local resident and long-serving lifeguard Roger saw it all unfold.
Guy was in the back seat, right seat, and then two girls were sort of fighting around. So one of them was driving, I presume, but can't tell you for actually sure. It was the girl, but it looked like a guy.
Oh yeah, no, she did look like a guy.
Yeah, it was definitely a guy.
No, but she wasn't when she spoke.
But it was it's a girl.
Okay, big group of them here. Seen a girl like in a pinkish bikini with tats all over and swimming around there.
Pinkish bikini with tats all over it. I have a bit of a look.
I haven't noticed it.
So the search is on. The search halts while lifeguard Joel is dispatched to a rescue.
What's happening?
Rescue instead.
Yes, we want to launch boat. Over.
Launch the boat.
Two people are in a fast-moving rip towards Lion Rock.
The arm with Ryan. Where are you going?
Patrol Captain Tom instructs his crew.
King 5, just give me 1 second. I think your boy might have been able to get to him with the tube.
Okay, how's he looking?
Lifeguard Dan sees the first patient is able to reach the shore herself. He heads out and secures the other with a tube.
Just out over our cups.
He aids him back through the relentless surf. The first swimmer already on shore happens to be the subject of Police Constable Rob's interest regarding the dangerous driving complaints.
Feeling dizzy? You on a truck?
I was in the flags and only took a little bit of time and then got I was concerned about one or two other people there and I was telling them to come in and I thought I kept looking back. I looked back 5 times, I was sweet as, and then boom. It's just in the cauldron, mate.
Yeah. Looking at you, you look pretty strong. You kind of got taken out there, eh?
Oh, yeah.
What were you thinking?
Thinking, glad that I've watched Piha rescue, I guess.
No, I was just watching the flags and I saw 2 of them start sucking over from the flagged area going towards line. And I was trying to whistle them back over, but by that time they were just too far out, couldn't hear. I could see them sucking. So I think Ryan, our other guard on flags, came over and I was saying I'd go out. And then as I was getting my stuff ready, he was saying, yeah, hand up, hand up. So I ran out down towards the first patient that I could see. I couldn't actually see the second person out back. So got out there, chucked my fins on, was swimming towards the first patient. By the time I got in line with her, she was actually making her way back in and she was actually seeming alright. And then I managed to see the guy out back waving his hand up and he actually got nailed by one wave at that point. So managed to get out there. It's really shallow under those waves, so it was a bit of difficulty keeping up, but got out to him, gave him the tube and yeah, got him back in pretty safe.
Constable Rob tries to get the alleged driver up for a chat. Incidentally, she may have broken court restrictions also. At Piha, police are called to a dangerous driving incident. Constable Rob leads the alleged driver off the beach for questioning. At Raglan, lifeguards assess patient Shupa in the medical room.
Thank you. We're just going to hold you there.
I'm just going to listen to.
Hey, Ben, you want amber?
Just simple.
Just says comes on the line,
Yeah.
Shupa becomes less responsive.
Can you just do a big, deep breath in for me, please? Deep breath in. You're not feeling well? You're feeling nauseous? Okay. You just try and keep your eyes open for me, okay?
Stay with us, that's it. Thank you.
I'm just going to hold your hand, right? Can you squeeze my hand for me? Yeah, let's definitely get that on the way.
Yeah. Sevcom AMBO is required, patient status 2, lights and sirens preferable, patient semi-conscious, suspected hypothermia, currently in our first aid room just doing final assessments.
Have you had any headaches before? Had any sort of pain or felt anything kind of similar to this before? No? And was it sort of just after you ate that you sort of started feeling unwell? Okay. Yeah, get that down, Eddie.
Lifeguard Adam has updated the family.
Oh, do you want to unlock that gate before we go down?
Yeah, I'll unlock the gate. I told her husband or her hubby that she's deteriorating.
Yeah.
So, but
picking
they've,
the kids up?
yeah, he's going to pick the kids up, but he'll go on the car. So I'll bring them up now, okay?
Yes, she's sort of that drowsy alert, so she is somewhat responsive to voice, but not 100% unsure about the blood and the vomit, but she has been vomiting.
69.
So systolic's higher than it should be, diastolic's a bit lower. So that's the main thing. The other stats are looking okay. Okay. Just try and stay awake. Professor, bag, vomit bag. Guys, vomit bag. Sweet, thank you. Here you go. Here you go. Right, yeah, that's right. Good job. Good job. Yep, get it up if you can, that's good. Hey Eddie, do you want to just come around and we'll help her push forward?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're just going to sit you forward a little bit. You're doing really, really well. Putting my arm around you, just sit forward a little bit, okay? Keep going, you're doing really, really well.
At Piha, progress is stalled with the tension of a Mexican standoff. On the beach, the other girl in the car continues to cause annoyance.
She had actually come down before and I was on flags going, can I take your tube out in the water, go for a swim? I'm like, no. She's like, oh fine, I'm just going to walk over down by that rip and put my hand up so you have to rescue me.
Constable Rob finally has the woman already known to police in the car park.
Leif, you're not looking for the dude that you rescued.
Ones that were rescued have just been taken away, haven't they?
There was the bloke. You're not looking for him, are you?
The woman refuses to cooperate and makes it as difficult as possible.
Don't get the camera off that noise everywhere. It's not that bad.
Her friend still lingers.
Yeah, I forgot who the second driver was. Maybe pick up the pace. Look, you've had your choice.
We're looking at.
Yeah, nothing, just keep the P1.
Yeah, put your eyes on, put my head in just the wall.
Your hands out.
Maybe when it's exactly right. There's only when she's got some word.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, do you want to hand it all? Do you want any assistance?
Does it look like
Nah,
there's some
you just stay there for
from my
What's your language?
hey, hey,
Sitting, go ahead.
but yeah, what have I done wrong?
Come on. Stop. Come on to your butt. Yeah, sit up. Yeah. Bend this knee in. Leg out.
Right, just look me out.
Hey, get up.
Look me out. Ready?
Yeah. Over to the car over here.
At Piha, the subject of a driving complaint already known to police causes a stir. Constable Rob has her in cuffs and turns his vehicle on for some air.
Who are you looking for? Bobby.
Can we just have one guy down here? Look, yeah. I told you to go away now.
Meanwhile, her friend turns up. Again, she persists to ignore police requests to stay away.
Okay, you need to go away or arrest you for obstruction. No, go away now. Okay, that's it. You're under obstruction.
No, I'm sorry. I forgot. No, please, I forgot.
You will not go. You're under arrest.
I forgot.
You're under arrest. Hey, over there I've lost one of my cuffs. Can you go get it for me, please?
I will go. I'm sorry.
No.
Roughly where, brother?
Just over by that black car there should be a set of cuffs. Alright.
You're a
Are those the khakis? Cheers, man. Warned you, and then you've continuously come across. You understand that, eh?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I know, leave that window down. Just, yeah. Unfortunately, otherwise she's gonna cook.
I love you.
Meanwhile, in Raglan, the ambulance arrives.
Alright, so Eddie, just got a little bit of paper so you can wipe your mouth. There you go. Yeah, wipe it off. So just want to wipe your mouth, that's good. And chuck that in there.
We're informed that she'd been vomiting or been feeling ill for about an hour, so our sense of urgency to get ambos on board were escalated pretty quickly, just with her state of dehydration and potential other issues that could arise. So yeah, ambos were put to status 2.
Adam arrives with the family. Back at Piha, transport for the two women is 5 minutes away, and it couldn't come soon enough for Constable Rob.
You don't kick You understand? Yeah, well, don't kick my window, okay? Don't kick my seat either, okay?
What is that?
Yep, that's
You're obstructing a police officer in his duties.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me though.
What is exactly obstruction? Obstruction?
Okay, I'll explain to you that at the station.
Do you get charged for that sort of stuff?
Yes, you do.
I done nothing wrong.
They might come up as food and really mellow.
Right, Rob, what have we got?
For resisting breach of conditions. That vehicle there, it's driving.
Yeah.
Lifeguards have seen these occupants exit the vehicle, gone down. They've actually gone and had to be rescued by the lifeguards.
Not
This
these two.
is a maid. This is
Oh, okay.
This one, another male Caucasian with tats and ginga here.
Yeah.
or like picking up.
She's got two keys to this car.
Okay. Is one of them being drink driving?
No, none of us no one is a penitentiary.
These two.
Is she the breach of
Yeah, she's
community
the breach.
detention?
This
Yeah,
one's
because you've been on the
obstruction.
piss, eh? Well, we're going to chuck you on the breath tester, so we'll find out for sure.
So, I believe she's the driver.
Okay.
I don't take my sister's car. She gets
I'm gonna
angry
see
at
if the
me.
keys are that one.
My sister like getting angry at me.
Okay. We can transport both of them. Are there any more troublemakers down here?
There's one male I want to get a hold of.
Go find that boy.
Is he, you want him to arrest?
No, I don't know who he is, so he's come with these three.
Oh, okay, but he hasn't done it. We don't know. He hasn't done anything yet. We can transport both of them now.
Their story keeps changing.
Honestly, you're not going to get this alcohol I don't know about me. I don't even know this.
She's what? She's.
I don't know. This boy
You don't know her, but she's pretty.
Yeah, I live out here and I thought, oh, this boy is very nice.
Girl.
Are you a girl?
Oh, that was gold. You know, it's a girl. So you went to save a girl that you thought was a boy
No, I didn't
from
want
the
to
police.
save her. I just thought she was a very hot girl.
Okay, all right.
While these two girls are ready for transport to the police station, in Raglan, ambulance officers are still making their evaluation.
I think she's probably quite dehydrated from being out in the sun all day. Yeah, it's a very hot day if you're not used to it.
Amber's just going to do an assessment at the moment. At a guess, I'd say they'll probably look at putting an IV in, depending on how dehydrated she is, and then attend to her temperature issues. So yeah, we're just waiting at the moment just to see what they want to do, is whether they want to transport or whether they'll just treat here.
She is not ready for transport yet. But thankfully, these girls at Piha head on their way. Key witness Roger gives his final statement.
And the married girl was driving to start with.
Yeah.
The blonde was on the left, and she got out, and the one in the black bikini came round and hopped in the driver's seat. So when I arrived down, I just got here, it was the girl that you took to the ground that was driving.
Unfortunately for these two girls, it was a very short-lived visit to Piha. In Raglan, an hour later, things are looking up, despite the family day out also ending abruptly.
So yeah, patient, she's, the embos have assessed her, they're going to leave her here. Just found that she was severely dehydrated. So she's leaving on her own accord in the family car. So all a good result in the end. Yeah, good that the ambos were nice and quick and helpful.
Next time on Piha Rescue.
We're a little nervous going out into this. I mean, it's a long time since she was last seen though.
A middle-aged woman goes missing.
He was last seen last night at about 7 o'clock.
The search and rescue guys have pretty extensively covered the bush area.
Yep, the report was just that they had been in a room for 30 minutes and haven't made any progress.
3 surfers in distress in Raglan. Police and lifeguards prepare for the worst. They take a body bag.
It sounds like Dobro's on the phone to someone who lives up the hill and thinks they can see a body in the water.